Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Alpha Dean, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. So today when we've loaded up the game, we will have been greeted with some news, and that news is in regards to this Embrys Titan event. So this is actually starting tomorrow. This was a big surprise to me. Like, I did not expect them to be doing A, this event, and B, them to be doing it this early. So there was actually... it's not in here now, but there was actually information in regards to Mavara as well, so I will fling over to that in a second. But before we leave this page, I will just point out, throughout the course of the Titan event, you can get a maximum of 1,750 Titan points. You're only going to need 1,500 Titan points to unlock the last milestone. So I just do want to point that out. I am going to go over to the events because there's no mention of Mavara in that news. I'm sure initially there was. But yeah, if we go to your events, you can see we've got your Embrys Titan event, which is the one that I've just been speaking about. And we've also got your Heroes Path for Mavara's 5-star soul. So let's go back to this Embrys Titan event first, because this is what we've just been talking about. So we have got the option to pick up his 5-star soul. This is going to be absolutely huge. I mean, he is a menace. So he's advanced me quite a lot since I picked him up, and I haven't got any soul on him at all. And I use him in PvP for Glove Classic, I use him in my tag as well, and also in Live Arena. And then not only that, he's advanced me in my Faction Wars Hard. So my Faction Wars Hard, I couldn't do the first stage of Hard. So yeah, I can do normal 21, fly through it, a breeze, not an issue. The first stage of Hard, I couldn't do it whatsoever. I substituted out one of my other champions for Embrys when I got him, and I don't even think that it was a level 60 initially. I think he was like level 58. He was close to 60, but he did have his masteries and whatnot. Threw him in there, and not only did he get me through the first, the second stages, you know, it's only him that I substituted in. None of the other characters had changed, just him on his own, with the normal setup that I had. Right? Everybody else's builds exactly as they were, just added them into there. So he flew me through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, etc, etc, etc. I got past the first boss, and I think I'm on something like stage 8, 7 or 8, something like that now. Just threw him into there, not changing anybody else's gear or anything like that. He's got no stars. So yeah, it's just been really, really helpful for me, and I think that he is going to benefit a lot. Obviously, he is a damage dealer. The 4-star for him is going to give him that extra damage. So yeah, for me, this is 100% something that I am going to be going for. You have got other rewards in here as well. So you've got your mythical book, and then you've got your essence, and you've also got one of these fusion tokens. So these are always nice to pick up, and if this is something that you are wanting to get, then you know, you're going to pick this up on the way to your Embrys 5-star soul. What I would say about this event now is you better believe this is going to be expensive. So if you're wanting to participate in both of these especially, so if you want in Mavara's 5-star soul for this hero path, I mean, these do open up both tomorrow. There's a minute's difference between them. Like, what is that about? Like, why not just blast them out but open at the same time? You know? But yeah, minute difference between them to open up. So the only thing that I'd say about this is going to be mad expensive, and what you guys are probably going to have to decide off the bat is if you are low on resources. Like, even if you've not got this champion, by the way, the Embrys, I would still go for this 5-star soul. If you've got the resources to do it, I would go for this 5-star soul, and the reason for that is because A, the good rewards on the way to getting up there, and you are going to get this token as well, like I've just mentioned. But also, we're all going to get this champion up one way or another. Like, at some point, we're all going to get him. So his 5-star soul, it is really impactful for him. And when else are they going to do an event like this for a mythical champion? You know? So yeah, I would 100% go for this. This is the one that I'm going to go for. I am going to try and pick up both, but if I can do that or not, I don't know, and I'm not going to know that until like the actual path is shown tomorrow. We have got the information of how many points is in here for this hero path, so we do have to do this hero path. There is Titan points, as you can see here, and I'll put up on screen now that there is 400 points tied to this. So, not ideal. There's 1,750 points, and we only need 1,500 points. So I'm going to knock off the bulk of them points within this hero's path. The only thing that I'd say in regards to that is you're going to have to be very strict then. Like, you cannot miss any other of the events. You're going to need to do them all if you're doing like the same thing as what I've got planned for skipping the bulk of it in this hero's path. So if you're busy and stuff like that, this is going to be very, very hard to do. But I think that this hero path in general is going to be expensive. So it is going to be from pulling shards and doing your dungeon divers. That's the way to earn points from in here. And these hero paths, they tend to be expensive anyway for your 5-star souls. But there is other big rewards in here as well. I'm not going to go for any of these big rewards. My focus in this hero's path is going to be the Titan points primarily. And as soon as I've got them, I will be looking at the 5-star soul for Mavara. Now, whether or not I go for that is going to be another option. Like I said, I'm going to have to wait to see exactly what the points for this is. And that'll be tomorrow. So I'm not going to know in regards to that. However, I am going to be 100% going for the Titan points. That's going to be my main objective from there. And then, like I said, after that, it will be the soul that I'm looking at. But I am definitely going for this 5-star for Embrys. It's not that I'm saying that Mavara is not worth getting the 5-star soul for. I think that she is a good champion. I think she's going to be a solid champion. She's going to be useful most everywhere. Like, she's going to be solid for progression for your waves and whatnot. She's going to be pretty decent in PvP as well. More so than what I initially thought, I think, because just because of her A1, the fact that she can put that further buff on people and they join in her attacks, with Mikuro becoming more and more of a thing now in Arena, and it is so chuffing annoying, she's just able to get through that pretty quick. You know, and she's got the survivability, she's got your situational boost, she's got your heals and stuff. I think she could actually be quite a threat in there as well. That's not where I'm getting her for. I'm getting her for Hydra. Right, my primary use for her is going to be Hydra, but she's going to be a versatile champion. The way that I'm looking at this is Mavara's 5-star soul going to be as impactful as Embrys' 5-star soul? And I just don't think that it is. Like, in no way, shape or form is it. They are completely different roles, and the 5-star gives Embrys your accuracy, which he needs, and then also it gives him damage, which he needs. You know, your crit damage. In regards to Mavara, she doesn't really need the damage or the accuracy. So, yes, the 5-star soul would be nice to get for her. She's not going to be built for damage, and she doesn't need the accuracy, like I said. So, yeah, she doesn't really need it. And not only that, like, if you was wanting the 5-star soul for her, like, you can always get that at a later date. So you can go for your Altar of Souls, you can go to your Soul Merchant, you know, you can build her up over time in here. Now, this isn't the fastest, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying this is an option for you to get a 5-star soul. You just can't do this with Mythicals. So Embrys just isn't an option to you to do this from. And not only that, the wish list is a thing. So you've got an 8 times chance of getting the souls that you want for the champions that we've got in here. So if you were to put Mavara in here, you'd have an 8 times chance of getting that soul compared to other souls. Now, I'll do 8 times chance in air quotations because it don't feel like an 8 times chance, does it? But yeah, there is that option there as well. So getting Mavara, it is going to be expensive. Like I've said, this is through summoning shards. So it's not only that as well, you've got to think about, is picking up this 5-star soul for Mavara going to be worth missing out on the next fusion? Because if you're using all your shards for this, then the odds are you're not going to have any resources left for the next fusion. Now, this may be worth it for you if you're only interested in these fusion tokens. Right? If you're only interested in these fusion tokens, then the next one isn't going to have one of these, or it shouldn't, because it's going to be a fragment one. Or it should be a fragment one, because we've just had a mixed fusion, which is Mavara, and then before that we had the classical one, which was Pelops. So, yeah, there shouldn't really be one of these in the next one if it is a fragment. So, yeah, is this 5-star soul worth giving up on the next fusion? For me, it's not. And for that reason, that's why I probably am going to skip out on this 5-star soul. I am going to pick up the Titan points. Like I said, 100% I am going for this Embrys. And the other thing as well, so if you are going for this Embrys, so we have touched on now the negatives for this hero path, right? It could potentially cause you to miss out on the next fusion. 5-star soul, very good. The negative, could miss out on your next fusion. So the Embrys Titan event, brilliant event I think, and well done Polarium for doing this. Now there is going to be some negatives in regards to this, and it is going to be, we've just come off of the back of the fusion for Mavara. So if you are earlier game, this probably is out of reach for you. Not only that, so if you are further along in your accounts with your mid game or whatever, then there is pretty much a theme to this. So if we have a look at the Polarium play calendar, you'll see that there is a lot of specific tournaments and whatnot that are going on. We're going to have faction specific ones, and we're going to have turn attack ones. So these are not great for a lot of players, right? Especially your faction specific ones. So if needs must to get this done though, just drop to a lower level. I won't be doing hard for these, I don't think. So I just haven't got the roster to do it. But I know if I was to drop to normal, in my case normal 20, for you guys you might have to drop lower than that. It's not going to be very energy efficient, but if you can get it done, then you know, do it like that. It's going to be worth doing in my opinion. You're going to get all the rewards along the way, like I said, and you're going to pick up this badass soul at the end of it. But yeah, I will quickly show you a couple of the turn attack ones that we have got going on, and this is where I suggest that you use your energy today. So yesterday I did a video saying your potion keeps and stuff like that, build up your potion keeps, and if you was to test out advancing, you know, different areas in your dungeons to improve on what stages it is that you can do, trying to advance on areas like that. However, for today, what I'd recommend that you guys do is you actually try and improve the speeds of your dungeon runs. So it doesn't really matter which one, because like I said, there is a theme to this Titan event, and that is the fact that it's going to be faction specific. They have already dropped the turn attack ones and whatnot, so the events, they are on the Polarium play calendar. If that's something that you've got access to via a PC, then you can check that out. But yeah, a lot of turn attack ones, so just try and improve your team times at clearing these dungeons. That's what I recommend that you do with your free energy today. Don't be putting in refills and whatnot, it makes no sense for you to do that, but just test your teams out, see if you can improve areas, and yeah, this video has gone on long enough, guys. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one.